that in mind, I would like to introduce everyone to our owner and founder, Brian Rodenburg, for our first segment on what's new at West Coast Robotics.
I'd like to begin by welcoming you all here to our online Learn with Lely event. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope we can provide you with a fun and informative session. I would also like to thank all of our customers, employees for their continued support over the years, especially in these somewhat challenging times. Before we get into what's new at West Coast Robotics, I'll give you a little brief history of what's old. We opened our doors in 2008, and over the years we've expanded rapidly. In 2011, we expanded to Vancouver Island, and in 2012, we expanded to the Okanagan Valley. This put us ready to serve all of BC. We have robots currently running on the north of Vancouver Island, the south of Vancouver Island, Creston, Smithers, Cache Creek, the Okanagan, and of course, the Fraser Valley. With the addition of stalls, headlockers, and waterbeds in 2013, Jamesway manure equipment in 2014, and Seiko ventilation in 2015, we were ready to sell complete systems to farmers. 2015 also brought another new challenge, the release of the Lely Vector. We installed our first 3 Lely Vectors in the local dairy market in 2015. In 2017, we installed our first Dairy Excel project, which allowed us to see both the challenges and the benefits of milking cows with robots on a large dairy. Currently, we are operating out of 3 locations in BC with 22 passionate and energetic employees to serve our customers' needs. We aim to introduce the most innovative technologies to the dairy farmers of BC and to support those products with the highest level of efficiency and knowledge in technical and management support. We want to improve the sustainability and profitability of BC dairy farms while improving the lifestyle of the owners, their cows, and those who work for them. Every decision we make, everything we do, we must always remember these 2 things. So, the main thing at West Coast Robotics is service. We have a little joke. We started out in the early days, we said the main thing is service. It's all about service. Service is what sells. Today, we say the main thing is keeping the main thing, which is service. 2020 and the COVID have brought many changes and challenges to West Coast Robotics. We've learned to communicate internally more efficiently using online platforms for meetings. This has allowed us to improve how we communicate, especially with our colleagues outside of the Fraser Valley. We've always tracked milk quality, service costs, numbers of alarms per robot per farm. And through COVID, we have found more efficient ways to track these things and have begun tracking our own KPIs, such as technical performance, inventory performance, and sales and marketing performance. This should allow us to continue to provide industry-leading service and support for our customers. We've seen a fair amount of growth in 2020 internally as I've begun to loosen my control on each facet of West Coast Robotics. Moving to more of a coaching role, I'm finding more enjoyment in my job, and I feel this will improve our employee satisfaction, which in turn should improve our customer satisfaction. With a few bumps in the road, as there always is with change, I've seen many of my senior staff rise to the occasion and take on new responsibilities, adding their own tweaks on how things are done. This has really resulted in a better overall customer experience for the end user, and I'm excited to see where it can go as we settle into our new roles. 2020 has created a unique opportunity with potential employees as we found it much easier to find qualified, energetic people to put in place at this time. We've added a warehouse clerk, a service administrator, 2 milking techs, a feeding tech, a full-time project manager, and a second full-time salesperson. We've moved to an account management model, and sometimes with growth comes change. So some of you will see me on your farms a little less than you have in the past, but you will for sure see Gray or Mitch on your farm quarterly to ensure that the wheels are greased and things are working properly. This has really allowed me to free up a fair amount of time to work on improving the efficiency and the customer experience, and to prepare for the massive growth we expect to see in the coming years. Now for the fun stuff, equipment. 2020 has been a remarkable year as far as new equipment goes. In late 2018, Lely released a full suite of new models, including the A5, the Vector M2, the Juno Next, and the Discovery 120. 2020 has seen the small bugs worked out of the new equipment and proven Lely is a more mature, stable, and reliable partner. In the past, Lely has been guilty of releasing products too early. This was not the case in 2020. We were expecting to have major challenges with so many new products. As a team, we've been pleasantly surprised by how easy the transition has been and how well the quality of the components and the software of the new products has been from Lely. The A5 has already proven to be the top performing robot in the market, giving us the edge over our competitors for yet another generation. And for the first time, we see some of our customers sustainably filling over 100 kilograms of quota per robot per day. The release of the Vector M2, along with major software improvements, has given me the confidence to say automated feeding is ready for the market. The Juno Next has combined the best of both the previous models, simplifying our training needs and our inventory requirements. The Discovery 120 has proven to be a cost-effective, innovative product for manure management within your barn. The Discovery 120 has also proven once again that Lely and West Coast Robotics are shaping the way dairy farmers farm within British Columbia. And this is truly my passion. With new equipment comes used equipment. With some of our existing customers continuing to innovate and push the limits of the Holstein cow, we see some farms upgrading to A5s. We have internally developed a full refurbishment program for all used models of equipment, allowing our customers to get into robotic milking for much smaller capital outlay, giving them both warranty and peace of mind. The A3, in my mind, was the first truly viable robot on the market. It's close to my heart as I was involved in prototyping this robot, and I still believe that it is the third best robot on the market after the A5 and the A4. One can get into robotic milking with A3s for half the price of what it would cost today for A5s. 2021 will be the most exciting year yet within West Coast Robotics. We'll begin to move into our new shop over Christmas. We should see an increase in efficiency, an increase in our organization, and our team is super excited about the next chapter for West Coast Robotics and what it has to bring. We will see the addition of an operations manager, a service manager. West Coast will get a new logo. We've entered into an agreement with Encore Business Solutions to improve our ERP. And this in turn should improve our billing system, as this is the #1 complaint from our customers today. With the challenges of new people and new equipment behind us, we will be able to invest in improving our current systems, and we will see the release of Lely Horizon, our new cow management software, which makes more decisions on its own and uses a lot more AI to make those decisions. It also takes actual dollars costs into considerations when making those decisions. We will hopefully see the approval and sale of a Lely Orbiter in BC, which is a fully automated milk processing plant. We will see our 200th milking robot installed and running, our 150th Juno feed pusher, and our 10th Vector. As we are always looking for the newest innovations in dairy, we will begin to investigate the viability of the Lely Exos, the Lely Sphere, and vertical farming for the BC dairy market. What is the Exos? The Exos is a newly released product from Lely that is an autonomous vehicle which heads out to the field and both harvests your grass and spreads fertilizer at the same time. It then returns to the barn and either feeds your cows or puts it into the kitchen for the Vector to deliver. The Lely Sphere is a manure separation system that's very innovative from Lely that actually separates the solids and the manure, the solids and the liquids in the manure before it even enters the manure system. In turn, separating your phosphates and your nitrates, getting them ready for the Exos to deliver the appropriate fertilizer. What is vertical farming? You may have seen it in a few places. Vertical farming is done within a building or a shipping container, under lights, with heat, using sprouts. We see that there's a potential in the BC market for this with automated feeding as well as for cow health. We will begin to investigate these three things to see where things will go for us in the future. Man, that Jesse sure knows how to put together a PowerPoint, eh guys? Anyways, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to the bright future we hold together. And with that, I will give it back to Mitch.